Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus again. And I'm here because I got a message for the workers' movement. The workers' movement. There are many of you who are familiar with a measure of workers' movement. We call it the unions. Many people who are working, who go through a union or are represented by unions, usually get some better deals than people who don't. And so that tells you that there are better situations in all of the job situations that you find yourselves engaged in. Get yourself a union, you can get through it. And if they don't want you to have a union, they'll do whatever they possibly can to stop you from having a union because they know what the union will do. But here's the question, ladies and gentlemen, that I would like to ask all people. What is it that will cause most all people to do anything to get it? What is it that will cause mostly everybody to do whatever is required to get it? What is that? Now I think, you don't have to think that hard, but I'm sure you're thinking money. People will do, I'm not saying that everybody will, but for the most part, people will do anything. I mean anything for money. They will lie for money. They will cheat for money. They will steal for money. They will kill for money. They will murder for money. They will hate for money. They'll be a racist and a bigot for money. They will terrorize for money. And they will go into war for money. Not only that, they will take away everything that others have. Everything. If they're willing to kill or die for it. Now these are your dictators. These are your crazy people. Kill or die. Because they know most folks don't want to die. And if they're bold enough and they're willing, or come up with some scheme that makes it easier for them and not for others, yeah. Yes, ma'am, they sure will. They'll kill you. They take even your rights. Say, for instance, you got a system that says that you can vote because that's your participation in the system. They will take away that. You won't have that. And that's a basic human right. They'll take away your right to, the abortion thing. You need one, you can get one. Whatever health care you need, no, they'll take away any right that you got. They do that for money and power. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I just told you that all across the globe, these are the kinds of things that people will do for money. And you know it. They're doing it every day. So if you want something different, you got to fix the situation. In other words, you got to be able to take money out of the equation. See, as long as money is in the equation, money gives them a chance to take benefit. People talk about, I'm for private enterprise. I need to have mine. What they're actually saying is that they are ready to engage themselves in taking away from anybody. They're willing to do whatever is necessary under the guise of business. Now, business is set up in such a way that you can take advantage of others. Monopolies and all that kind of thing. Just the whole big old game. But it's the way it's played. And most people are losers. But the only reason that I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is because I want to share a truth with you. I want you to know that it is you, the workers. You are a special part of the divine plan. The plan is expressed in this way. You live on an earth that was given to you. All of the earth is not by man, it's by another power that you can't see. I've told you this on most of my videos, and I want to tell you here again. The resources that are used to do the things that will be done or you do. They are given to you free. Free. What are they for? To meet the needs, to meet the wants, to meet the desires of the people. That they will never have to suffer for anything. So everybody on earth benefits from the things that that invisible power has provided for you already. But the other thing, the invisible power has having made you, and so you can be engaged in the process of doing the other stuff that needs to be done. In other words, that involves making sure that you can have a job and a career. And that might engage education. So millions and millions of people across this globe, they come here to be available to educate those who need some additional education in order to be great, in order to be dynamic and successful in whatever they have chosen to engage themselves in on this earth. Every human being on the face of the earth have available to them access to education. That don't mean they got to take it. They might not even require it. But it's there for you. And all of the teachers who just love to, we're not people. Look at this. When you're teaching to teach. You're teaching that others might benefit. And that includes you. And you do not get anything like money. Now, healthcare, it's the same way. People come here with this medical incentives that they want to engage themselves in. Why? Because people, you know what the doctors are for. You know what healthcare is for. And all of the resources that are necessary for you to be great at whatever it is. That you can do your research, the sicknesses and diseases that you can find cures for. Nobody talking about, I can't do that because we got to make money. Let me tell you something about take a moment and tell you something about Big Pharma. You know, you always hear on television about Big Pharma. Big Pharma this, Big Pharma that. And I'm always saying, what in the big Pharma? But let me tell you my experience. I got a place that I go to get my medication from, right? So, I have some insurance. So when I go there, I'm always picking up my medicine as I'm supposed to. But this one particular time, many of you know that you can get a card in the mail and a letter or something, and it's a card almost look like almost look like a business card, something similar to something like this, and it says that you can use it for medical purposes, you know, to pay for medication and stuff like this. So one day I went to pick up my medication. And I thought before I picked it up, I asked them to pay for it. I asked the pharmacist to check this other card out. I wanted to see what the difference in price would be, if there is any difference. So as he checked my insurance, we know what that is. So when she went on the card, and on the card, I saved $8. $8. I'm thinking, wow, $8. So the next time I went to get my medicine, this lady that I talked to wasn't there, but another person was there. And I told her, I didn't tell her my experience previous. I just went to her and said, I got this card, and I just want to see if I can get my medication off this card rather than using my insurance. And I want to use this. So she gave her the card, and she looked at it and she said, oh no, I can't use that card. If I use that card, you're just putting us out of business. We got a business. We can't use that and put me out of business. I'm not thinking. So that's how it works. She used this card that would help me because I need it, but it would put them out of business. So they can stay in business, put that card away, and I had to pay higher. So I guess that's a little small example of Big Pharma. But I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, that there are people that come here on this earth, and their whole purpose is to take care of housing, to take care of buildings, whatever buildings might be needed, schools, restaurants, theaters, parking lots, you name it. But they come here to do that. And all of the resources necessary to do that are available here. They're to be used freely to do the things that these people need to do in relationship to the society that you are establishing. And no resources cost them anything. The work that they do is to benefit whoever needs it, whoever wants it, whoever desires it. And they don't get paid anything like money. And this is the same things my friends, that's done when you talk about the infrastructure, when you start talking about any kind of transportation, whatever it is that's made by the hands of man, the resources are here for it. God has prepared the people to come here and do what they're supposed to do to meet the needs of the people. You got the workers. Workers, my friend. They are the ones that build the houses. They're the ones that build the bridges. They're the ones that dig the ditches. They're the ones, my friends, that do the engineering. The workers, everything that is done by the workers. Even when you got a planner, what you call them, engineers. When they stand to strategize something, they are workers. They, my friends, are workers. But the plan, the divine plan, is that they do this because they love it. They do this because it meets your needs. They do this because it is a sign of satisfied living. Now, what do they get in return? All of the workers, what do you get in return? Let me ask you, what do you think you get? Realize this, that everything that you made, everything that was made by the hands of man belonged to you, the human race. You don't have to take it home with you. You take what you want when you need it, when you desire it. And it's just set up the same way it's basically set up now. You access it when you want it, when you need it, when you desire it. Your houses, your cars, your transportation, your flights, your planes, wherever you're going, whatever you're doing. It's like having carte blanche. Just like you're rich. Because money would never allow you to do this. Not everybody. But here, everybody, people who you used to see sleeping on the street in a pasteboard box can now do the same thing that Bill Gates can do. Why? Because they've learned the truth. They learned that they and what they do is just as important as that which Bill Gates does. But that was a part of the truth that was hidden from you. Because people came onto this earth and their motivation was getting more, being somebody. They're ready to do anything. How do you think those people in Ohio feel when you got somebody running to be president of the United States lying? They're not doing the kinds of things we're just talking about. They're sending people over there to try to harm them, to threaten them. These people are dangerous. They're eating dogs. They're eating cats. They're eating your pets. And the man who over there trying to act like he's got some AI trying to make him make him look good. He's concerned about the pets. He's concerned about whether it's a dog or cat. But you who are hungry, have nothing to eat, he's making sure he get them away from you, rather than making sure that the system that has been designed to guarantee that you can have a satisfied life, that you don't ever have to eat a dog because dogs don't want to be eaten, that you don't ever have to eat a cat because a cat don't want to be eaten, that you don't have to do any of these things that you don't want to do. And nobody can put you down. Nobody can laugh at you because you're just as important, and they know it because they couldn't enjoy the life that they're enjoying if you weren't doing what you're doing. And you're doing it because you love it, and they are doing it because they love it. And putting these two loves together give you a finished product, a satisfied life. Wow, man. You didn't have to lie, cheat, steal, and all this kind of stuff. You got this before you, an option before you. It's about making a decision about how you want to live, what you want to do, what you want your outcome in life to be. You want to be a dictator, beat down, slaughter like Hitler did people? That's what Trump want to do to the American people. Or do you want to live now as though you're in heaven? All you got to do is decide that you want to do it, make the changes, and do it. And if you don't do it, and you're sitting here wanting to do it, why in the world are you going along with some things that got you pulled? There are things that you can do to end this. And I'm not talking about violence. You've made a decision that you can live around, walking around with people putting you down, talking about you a bum, and you walking around and approving it because you're not doing anything about it. That's training. That's brainwashing. Now, if there's going to be a workers' movement, understand that you are it. You are it. Everything that exists on this earth, whether it's good or bad, you did it. You did it. The worker. Somebody say, well, I came with the idea. Don't mean anything. Idea is nothing until somebody make it. You, the most important on the earth. Workers. You do the building. And walk around here going through these changes. And people that's suffering, all of us are responsible for it. But we don't know any better. We've been trained to be dumb, to be... Look at the people who's going over there. Look at the people who went to the state capitol, went to the capitol on January 6th. Just because some crazy man was trying to stay out of jail or trying to stay in power. And look how what he's doing today, lying. He didn't even know what the truth is. Just let it come out your mouth. and you following it, and you can live like you're living in heaven, and you choose to do that junk, golly. I think I'm going to leave it there. Think about it, though. Now, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I wish that I could talk to you and be progressively positive like the vice president. And she's telling you what they want to do for America. You all join them together, go together, make these positive steps. I wish I could speak and laugh and be happy, go lucky like that. But I'm really speaking for people that's really hurting. I mean, I'm not knocking you. But people who really hurting don't need nobody smiling. They need somebody caring and doing something. Now, I'm not trying to force you to do anything. All I want to do is tell you the truth. If I tell you the truth just like I've got through sharing with you, and you still make the decision to go along with stuff like what's going on with MAGA, that's because you don't know any better. And, you know, there's a way to train you and bring you back out of that. But that ain't my job. Those are the things that you're going to have to face in life to wake your tail up. But I've given you a chance. I've shared with you. You've heard the story. Till next time, Eddie Marcus say goodbye for now.